They were biological women. They were not, excuse me, I'm hold on. Let's not interrupt a black trans woman when she's speaking. Leah Thomas got 5th place.
But you do interrupt.
I know,
Leah Thomas got 5th place. I think
Better.
that we should prioritize the black voice here.
No,
So I'm
I
just
know,
saying.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
If you say that we're all women and we're all equal, then
If a racist person and a transphobic person decided to create a caricature of everything that they hate about trans people and black people, it is Blossom.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Normal Gays video where we take on LGBT insanity. I'm Brad Polumbo here with Clarkson Lawson. Clarkson, are we big Blossom fans?
I love Blossom.
I love me some Blossom. Blossom is the gift that keeps on giving in terms of like the most absurd and oafish trans activists. This is the biological male trans woman who threatened Blair White and like tried to fight Blair White. I don't know if people forget that, but like, well, Blossom recently participated in another debate, and Clarkson, you can guess how it went.
Yeah, let's just watch it. Let's just watch it.
Here's the first clip that we're going to take a look at.
Globally, where trans women
Can
have
you show
beat
those
out
resources? I don't think so. And
Yeah.
if your feminism does not include trans women, it's very problematic.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that.
That's what I
yeah,
was gonna
there's
say.
there's many instances where trans women have beat out
Please
biological
name a
women,
few.
and that's a sad
I would love
situation.
to. We would love to know those resources.
Well, you mentioned Leah Thomas. I know you said that Leah Thomas tied with Riley
she would have
Gaines.
got 438th if she was competing against
Right,
other
and
men.
so that's what we're talking about when we say like those opportunities are taken, and I'm sure you believe that Leah Thomas should be in there, but that's one
so
spot
what
that
about
could
the
have
first
been
4
given to a
women that
biological
beat
woman.
Leah Thomas and Riley Gaines? So what about those women? They were cis women. They were biological women. They were not, excuse me, I'm hold on. Let's not interrupt a black trans woman when she's speaking. Leah Thomas got 5th place.
But you do interrupt.
I know, to
Leah Thomas got 5th place.
devil's advocate, you guys interrupted a million times.
So
when
much
the black
more.
trans, when the only black person
Mexican
is on
woman, you
set, when the only black person's on
What does
set,
that matter?
I think that we should prioritize the black voice here.
No,
So I'm
I
just
know,
saying.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
If you
Also,
say that we're
are
all
we being
women and we're all
racist?
equal, then
I don't
why
care.
Racist today?
Then
I
why
don't
would
care
you
if
be
racist, but that's not fair.
black make you any different?
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me powerful. Wink, wink.
Oh my gosh, the amount of times I quote, "Don't interrupt a black trans woman when she's speaking," like that's on the daily. But that, honestly, I feel like if a racist person and a transphobic person decided to create a caricature of everything that they hate about trans people and black people, it is Blossom.
Blossom is the gift that keeps on giving to transphobes and racists everywhere, because Blossom is the most obnoxious activist I have ever encountered. Sweetie, you are not special. You don't get to interrupt everyone else in a very masculine way, by the way, not giving very ladylike. And then when they interrupt you back, go, "Don't interrupt a black trans woman." No, fuck you. I'm sorry. We'll interrupt you because you're human and you should be treated exactly the same like anyone else. You don't get a special cookie or a cupcake because you're a black trans woman. That is not an accomplishment.
Well, the thing is like the only reason Blossom is where she is because she's a black trans woman. That's the truth. It's not about her intellectual capability.
Clearly not.
Because she would not be getting screen time anywhere. It's literally like they put her on these shows because she's entertaining to watch. It's kind of like, I don't want to call her a clown, but a little bit. She's literally like a clown for that specific community representing black people and trans people. And
But it's just so bad because every time she goes on one of these shows and crashes out, she just like is the worst representative of that community.
She makes both communities look bad at being a representative for them. And it's entertaining, but
it's like they know she'll do something crazy, so they just put her out there and they poke and they're like, "Make viral,
Yeah.
make TV."
Call yourself a powerhouse.
And then she accuses them of racism. I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't do that. You can't be racist to people and then accuse them of racism.
Oh my God. She also said, if your feminism doesn't include trans women, then it's problematic. Like, what is that? Like a threat that I'm like,
Oh no, I'm so worried about being problematic in the eyes of Blossom.
Emily Wilson on that panel, you think she cares if she looks problematic? Like that?
She said lots of things that are a lot more problematic than that.
I'm like, Blossom, learn who you're talking to. That's crazy.
But then Blossom does this thing, and I'm gonna put another clip here of her saying this on TV, that she can't be racist because a black trans woman can't be racist. Clarkson, get educated.
Saw
Let's
that
listen.
coming.
Be racist, Pierce.
Now you can
Black
respond.
women cannot be racist to white women. Are you kidding me?
Sorry?
That makes no sense.
Sorry?
Black women cannot be racist to white women. Do you not understand that?
Oh, yes,
I
they
understand
can.
You don't have the intellectual
Oh, yes, they
capacity
can.
to understand that.
Oh, yes,
but
they
that's
can.
Very much
and you've been
impossible.
racist to me.
That's very much
You've
impossible.
been racist to me, a white man, by saying I'm a race baiter. Yeah.
How am I racist to you? I'm black. I can't be racist
You
to
call
you.
me a race
Are you
baiter
kidding
with
me?
no
You're
evidence.
Racist to me.
When have I
You
been
can
a race
racist-
baiter?
You can be racist to me. Let me check you on that. You talk about this race card or whatnot. The race card is reality. My experience as a black trans woman is completely different than yours as
Reality?
a white cis man.
Well, let me ask you about reality
I'm
then.
speaking. Do not interrupt a black trans woman when I'm speaking.
Oh, don't be
Do
so
not interrupt a
pathetic.
black trans woman when I'm speaking, okay?
Oh I felt like, you know what? I heard they're making another scary movie, Marlon, and they also made White Chicks. I felt like I was just watching White Chicks. I'm not even kidding. Like that, she's a character.
She cannot go one conversation without the "Do not interrupt a black trans woman."
That's their tagline. She should make merch. I'll buy it.
She kind of ate with that. Like at this point, it's camp.
That's so true because it's like it was annoying, but now it's just like if she's owning it, all right.
Now, her actual argument, she doesn't actually explain it in this clip, is this woke thing they do where they claim that black people cannot be racist to white people because they have redefined racism to be prejudice from a place of power. And so they say that, well, black people don't have power in society, especially black trans women, so they cannot be racist towards white people. Now, that is just like objectively not true because while they claim that redefinition, society hasn't accepted it and dictionaries don't list that. They still say, it's just racial prejudice. But even if it were true, I've always found it to be like just kind of stupid because it's like, okay, so you're arguing it's not racism because I don't have prejudice plus power. I just have prejudice.
As
So
if
you're
this is fine.
so like you just owned yourself. You just admitted you're racially prejudiced against white people, but it's okay because you don't have power. No, it's still bad.
Yeah, well, this is something that I've seen a lot when it comes to these leftist circles is that they try to absolve personal responsibility, and then they cite a macro analysis of a community as a reason to absolve personal responsibility, and that doesn't make any sense. When you're looking at a specific person, their actions have consequences. They decide they have free will. There has to be some sort of measure of character on that person, regardless of what group they're in.
I find it hilarious how Blossom is like, Piers, I know you're like an award-winning global international journalist and host one of the most popular programs ever, but you just might not have the intellectual capability to understand me, Blossom.
Right. You don't have the intellectual capacity.
She said that to him, dead ass.
Insane to say.
She's like she's like barely coherent the way that she speaks.
Oh yeah, no, I never really understand any of her arguments. I'm just waiting for the punchline.
Just waiting for, don't interrupt a black trans woman.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, that's why I like Blossom because I enjoy watching. Like I don't listen to a word she's saying unless it's a punchline.
But like jokes aside, Blossom literally threatened Blair White on camera in a Jubilee
that's
debate.
Very true. Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if you threaten another debate participant, you should be like not allowed into future debates. That crosses a line.
Yeah, well, it depends on who's producing the show because it's a black trans woman. They can't do anything wrong.
Well, right. So it was a threat, but she didn't have power. So, but actually, she looks like she packs a punch with a lot of power, actually. That's a muscular woman.
It's also like based off of that definition, who's the arbiter of who has power and who doesn't? Because are we just looking at black people versus white people, or can we look at the two individuals?
No, like LeBron James has no power because he's a black person, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. No power, even though he's a millionaire and he's 6'3", and let's say him and a girl are talking and he wants to say something to her. Does he have no power over her? No, it's just false. So it just kind of falls on its head when you actually apply like the slightest bit of logic to it. But
Yeah,
many people,
and I agree with your point that like things can be true at a categorical level. For example, like there is a big economic inequality between black and white people in America. So if you were to say that they are like more economically powerful that white people are than black people in America, that can be a true statement. Yet it also doesn't tell you anything about any individual. And
correct.
yet they always apply the macro to the individual as a way of like kind of a get out of jail free card, honestly, to do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's anything but self-reflection and putting in work. Everything that we talk about, it always comes down to laziness. Really.
Mental, emotional,
Yeah.
intellectual,
Physical.
physical. Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
But you know what, guys? Let us know. Maybe you're big Blossom fans. Let us know in the comments if you're, big fans of her. Blossom, if you see this, we love you. We would never dare interrupt a black trans woman.
On the show.
Make sure you're subscribed. Be sure to check out Clarkson's channel, linked in the description, and hit that like button while you're at it, guys. And we'll be back with more Normal Gays content real soon.